The Miami Dolphins, after a roller coaster 2017, are likely going to finish outside of the playoffs once again. After a successful 2016 season where the Dolphins went 10-6 and made it into the first round of the playoffs before being eliminated, the 2017 season has certainly been a roller coaster for Miami. Started back in August when quarterback Ryan Tannehill, who was supposed to be our starter, went down with a reoccurring knee injury. So we went ahead and we got Jay Cutler from the broadcast booth back onto the field. Jay Cutler has led us to a decent season, but by no means have we been a playoff team, deservingly so. The Dolphins have shown some truly deep issues that are thriving inside our roster. The answer to some of these potential issues may be found in the upcoming 2018 draft. With the season for the Dolphins likely finishing under 500, they should have a decent draft pick which they can take advantage of. To start off, I think the Dolphins should go Billy Price, the offensive lineman out of Ohio State, in the first round. The Dolphins' offensive line has been weak. It probably only took 5 minutes of offense for any football fan to notice this, but for some reason the front office seems to stay away from the offensive line position in the draft. While this is true, the Dolphins did take Laremy Tunsil a couple years ago in the first round, who actually fell to us because of a video that surfaced of him on draft night, which allowed a lot of teams to stay away from him, and he has developed into a stud at left tackle. And right tackle Juwan James has also developed into a pretty good, solid offensive lineman. Center Mike Pouncey is starting to decline in performance due to his age and reoccurring hip injuries throughout his career. Right now, Mike Pouncey is looking like he's trending downward, and we need somebody who's trending upward. Billy Price, who has played center this year for Ohio State, could be that guy. Offensive guards Jesse Davis and Isaac Asiata have the potential to develop into something special, but the line still needs work. Picking Billy Price in the early rounds will help solidify the interior of the offensive line and improve the productivity of the offense for years to come. Get up to the linebacker level, make some big blocks on run play, also really good in pass protection, whether it's at center or at guard. Billy Price would be a great first round pick for the Dolphins. Moving on to the second round, the Dolphins secondary has struggled this season, and I believe cornerback Josh Jackson out of Iowa could fix that. Josh Jackson has had an amazing 2017 season for Iowa. Many people recognize him for his performance against Ohio State earlier this season. He has made many interceptions, a lot of big plays, has that clutch factor about him, and the cornerback position is an area of weakness for the Dolphins. Xavier Howard has had an improved 2017 season and will likely be our number one guy next to Cordray Tankersley alongside. Josh Jackson has had a great season for the Hawkeyes, as I mentioned before. His size, he's 6'1", 200 pounds, will help him tackle in the NFL level. Right now he's doing it at the college level. Josh Jackson likes to make big-time plays. He likes to force those turnovers, whether it's through fumbles or interceptions, and he could do it if the Dolphins select him in the second round. Josh Jackson would be a difference maker. Moving on to the third round, safety Armani Watts from Texas A&M would be a huge hit for the Miami Dolphins. Rashad Jones has proven to be an elite safety for the Dolphins. He has played well throughout his entire career, but the issue has always seemed to be the safety alongside him. The Dolphins could drastically improve their defense with a back-to-back pick in the secondary, taking Josh Jackson in the second round, Armani Watts in the third. Watts has played well his entire time at Texas A&M and seems to have that it factor that every team needs. Coaches and owners like to look for that it factor that a lot of secondary players have to add. He could come into the free safety spot pairing with strong safety Rashad Jones and creating one of the best duos in the NFL. Watts is always around the football one way or another. His play could turn the Dolphins secondary into something special and a unit with a lot of energy. And then my fourth round pick, and the final pick I'm going to do just because of all the variations that could occur from now until then, is quarterback Nick Fitzgerald out of Mississippi State. The quarterback situation in Miami isn't really an area of concern, considering that Ryan Tannehill will be back next year for the Dolphins and Jay Cutler will be on his way out. The Finns could get their starter back. With Matt Moore playing multiple games in 2017, the question rises whether he will stay in Miami for 2018. Whichever route Matt Moore chooses, his age is still getting up there. The Dolphins could take Nick Fitzgerald in the fourth round and develop him while Ryan Tannehill is in the middle of his prime. Tannehill's numbers have improved every year so far he has played for the Dolphins. Why not bring in Nick Fitzgerald and develop him under Tannehill and Matt Moore? Let's not forget about the last quarterback who came out of Mississippi State, one Dak Prescott. Fitzgerald also has that big playability. He played well against Alabama, even though the Mississippi State lost. Fitzgerald could really add to Miami's quarterback depth. He could add to the offense. He could be great for the defense because you got to remember these guys are practicing against one another every day. So if he's that scout team quarterback, he could really provide a lot of advantages for the Dolphins defense, and he will develop. He plays a lot like Tannehill with his ability to run outside the pocket, and he's not afraid to take hits because of his big size. So Nick Fitzgerald would be a great pick for the Dolphins in the 4th round. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please check out my website, thejacobell.com. I wrote a full story about this, and I hope you guys find it interesting. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below about my picks, and don't forget to drop a like. Thank you guys for watching this video.